So this is the process for generating and creating goals that you actually reach. It's really, really hard if you design a goal that has nothing that's measurable, specific, time-bound. You know what I mean, SMART targets. Now, I'm not going to come and lecture you and say you need to do SMART targets, but within your goal, you need to have a time period first off. Whenever you set a goal, so an end date, then you also need to have in there a metric. How are you tracking this? How are you able to make sure that this is going to be something that you're continuously striving towards? For example, if I say to myself, go to the gym every day, and then the next level to that is go to the gym 4 times a week and train upper body, lower body, both twice a week. And we're being really specific, so then we know we're measuring this goal. Now, if I want to be able to, for example, to squat 100 kg, let's say, for example, then what am I going to do to make sure I get to that goal? So I'm going to continue to go to the gym twice a week for lower body, and I'm going to make sure that I am progressively overloading each week. So that means adding more weight to my squat, for example. So you can see the main thing is just making sure you have 100% clarity in your goals. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. So the first thing is it needs to be measurable. And the second thing is it needs to be specific. So you need to have a clear idea in mind, and it's got to be time bound. This is something that's really, really important. You need to make sure that you have a clear set goal. Then what you're going to do is you're going to set that goal, whatever it is. So let's say, for example, make £1,000 in extra income from a side hustle this year in 2025. Let's say that's your goal, okay? Now, with that goal, what you're going to do first is you're going to reverse engineer it. So let's say you're doing online business. Let's say you're doing SMA, for example, or you're running like an online course-based business, like a school community. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to reverse engineer that goal. So what I mean by that is write everything down that isn't going to make you get close to that goal. So for example, I'm not going to do outreach. I'm not going to learn sales. I'm not going to. So you're just going to write down everything that would happen, everything you need to do that wouldn't make sure that you reach your goal. And then all you're going to do is you're going to flip it. You're going to reverse engineer it. So instead of doing no outreach, you're going to do outreach. And then you need to put a number on that every single day. So you're going to do an outreach number of this amount every single day from Monday to Saturday. I wouldn't recommend outreaching on Sunday if you're doing cold calls. I had a lot of people not happy with me for that. So top tip, if you are doing outreach for cold calls on a Sunday, don't do it. Especially towards business owners as well, oh my word. It's never good. So always use your Sunday something else for that. But yeah, so what you need to do is reverse engineer the goal. And the reason we do that is because as humans, we're a lot better at picking out the negative than we are the positive. So if we know all the things that we shouldn't be doing and we just reverse engineer that to the things that we should be doing, it's very, very simple. And what you'll find is that you come to realize that it's actually quite simple, the stuff that you need to do when you have it down on paper. And that's another recommendation, is just have everything down in notes on paper, on your Mac or on your PC or on your laptop, whatever it is you use. Just have everything down so you can just always come back and relate to it. I have my goals on my phone screen. I have my goals on my Notion digital journal. I have my goals on my notes in my phone. So I'm just always constantly reminded whenever I open up my phone, my Mac, anything like that, that my goals are there straight away and I know what I'm striving towards. Now, I've got the long-term goals and then I've also broken them down into seasons. You're probably wondering, what do you mean by that? So I've broken them down into 3-month segments. So the year is obviously broken up into 12 months. I've broken them down into 3-month segments. So I've almost like chunked it to a point where I'm going to try and hit this by 31st of March. I'm going to try and hit this by 31st of June and so on. So that with my goals, it's step by step and gradual. Now, if you want a more in-depth video on this, I'm more than happy to give you that, because what I've got is I've got stuff like habit trackers, which are linked to every single output from my goal, so that I'm just constantly reminding myself, outreach. What number have I hit today? How many do I need to do tomorrow? Have I been to the gym or done my cardio today? All of this sort of stuff. And I just fill it out in a spreadsheet. And if you want me to show you that and show you how I link my goals to my habit tracker and they all sort of come together so that I'm constantly being reminded of my goals and getting closer and closer to them, and I'm more than happy to do a video breakdown on that. Just drop a comment below and yeah, let me know. But in the meantime, guys, if you like the video, feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. I'm not going to force you to. It's your choice. But if you're liking the content and this side of stuff, then feel free to follow along with my journey. In the meantime, guys, though, as always say on this channel, make sure you always take action.